Welcome, friends. Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. We are trying to go through every shloka to increase our patience and tune ourselves to the great Shastra as well as to the Guru Vasishtha ji, and through them to the theme, the Brahma Vidya. We are into third Utpatthi Prakaranam, 17th Sarga, SANDEHA RASHTRA VARNANAM, wherein, as was this kingdom in the Chidakasha, another Sukshma kingdom with her husband as the king, Leela sees with the blessings of mother. So then it leads to her questions, discussions. Slowly, the mind intellect, which thinks that this world alone is real, there is nothing, slowly will understand that other than this grass world, there is subtle world. But both of them are kalpita on that reality which is without any world. This is what is the Vedantic Sara. First Siddhanta Rupena we have to grasp, then aim at experiencing that Sarva Jagadatita Adhisthana Brahma Atma Anubhuti. Keep on listening it, keep on understanding, keep on the track. Never go away from it. No, we don't want it. We are happy with the world of karma, karma phala. In that mithya jagat, taken as satya, tatastu. You can. Then there is no compulsion at all from anybody's side. If you find the outer world life is comfortable, continue. Now we want something eternal, permanent, something highest. That state of being from where there is no coming, going, then welcome. This is what is the Vedanta teaches you. Let us start, friends, with our Mangala Charana Shloka for 2-3 minutes. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti. Om Brahmanandam Parama Sukhadam. Sorry. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेवादि गुरु परंपराय नमो नमः. नारदादि गुरु परंपराय नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषत् योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणेव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रुति स्मृति पुराणे इतिहास संतवांग्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम तत्रोक्त ऋषमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थना आदि मूल निर्मूल पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सु संप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति प्रकरण मोक्ष शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः. ओम यत सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः. ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनं दृश्यवोः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः. स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यो भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनियनं निधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्त मायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। ओम तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्याद् उद्दिदीर्षोर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वशिष्ठादृशभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम संदेह राष्ट्रवर्णन नाम सप्तदश सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Friends, the topic under discussion. She was afraid of husband. Did Saraswati Mata Upasana? Mother came, asked for two boons. One, my husband, even though dies, should not leave this prachada, this antapura, that jiva. Two, whenever I want, you must come and help me and fulfill whatever I want, whether it is answer to my question or anything I desire. Tathastu, mother said. Time came, the husband died. She was so much in pain, dukkha, misery, almost mlana, suicidal. Mother Saraswati came, Akashavani announced, don't worry, keep this body of your husband intact. He will again be back as your husband. He will not leave this place. The flowers, the body won't get spoiled. Thus, mother goes. Accordingly, she does it. But still, physically is not there. She was in such a dukkha. Then at midnight, she invokes the mother, that blessing she has got. Mother comes, tell me why you called me. Then she says, where is my husband? How is he? What is he doing? I'm not able to be without him. Take me there. So before that taking done, mother gives that ultimate Sarvasara Jnana Upadesha. What is that? Chittakasha, Chidakasha, Bhutakasha, three are there. That Chidakasha is the ultimate truth. In that, because of that Chidakasha Shakti only, this Chitta Bhutakashas, though they are not there, they are projected, they are perceived also. So, in the realization of that Chidakasha, there is moksha. You have to keep away both the Chitta and Bhuta Akashas. Both these things are tough, but by my blessings, you can achieve it. That's how mother says and goes. Then, at that very night, she sits for that Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Effortlessly, the Samadhi happens. Then she, that Jiva, the Leela, Rani, gets out of the Stula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira, goes to that Chidakasha, where in the Chittakasha, she sees again another palace in this very Akasha. उसी में फिर चित्ताकाश में she sees kingdom, palace, husband, Raja, such a wonderful things described there, exactly as it was here, the Bhuloka. So here the the Purohitats, Brahmanas, one said, Rishi Munis in one dwara, the different kings in the another dwara, the women folk, the other place, the third dwara, may Alvandi Maga, the fourth place. Then continuously Samachara of conquering this place, that place is being told. Suryodaya, Suryastamaya, then the Lankapura news about that. And then the yogis, brahmanas telling the knowledge, so many kings that are bound that are there, all of that as it was. She saw. Then by mother's grace, she was landed there and moving. And all those people were not able to see her at all because different expression it is. She was surprised, taken aback. Then in that Sabha Mandapa, when she closely observes her, she sees all of them who are the same as they are there in the Sthula Bhutakasha kingdom. Then she is surprised कि ये सब मर गए क्या? Then by mother's grace she comes out of that Nirikalpa Samadhi. Then orders all the people to make the Raja Sabha ready that she wants to see. Ratorat. That's the portion we have to study today. So the essence keep in mind, this world what we have, same way the Sukshma also there. Sukshma se ये होता है. स्थूल सूक्ष्म both are there because of the Ishvara Maya or Samashti Jivas, Samashti Sankalpas. Yet the Supreme Brahman is intact. Though all these are projected on him only, he doesn't change. These are the few pure, important Vedantic principles we have to digest and must know ultimately. Our goal is to reach to that Chidakasha Rupa Brahmanubhuti Atmanubhuti. Throughout this text in the next remaining 27-28,000 slokas, through such stories, it will be seen by Vaashishtha that Sri Ramji is able to catch all this knowledge. Rama actually receives it. He is Jivan Mukta. Then only he takes up that job of going with Vishwamitra, protecting the yajna, going to Janakapuri, that Swayamvar, all of that. Shivadhanur Bhanga, सारे बाद में लीलाएं होते हैं. Much before that only Bhagavan is realized the self. Guru Upadesha Tattva Jnana. Let us see this now. From the mantra, hmm, 34. Before that, 33 में तथा ते ताम न ददृशुः संचरन्तीं पुरोगताम् अन्य संकल्प रचिताम् अन्येन नगरीं यथा. So ते ताम न ददृशुः. All those people who are seated, they are not seeing her. Purogatam, she is in front of them only. Anya sankalpa rachitam anyena nagarim yatha. Like nagari rachita by your sankalpa. Others cannot see. Whether it is waking sankalpa ho or dream may. So to my dream sankalpita nagara or my mano sankalpita nagara, you cannot see. In that way, though she was there purogatam, they could not see her. Then when she observed, these were the people. Same. Praktananevatan sarvan swan dadarsha sabhagatan. Swan sarvan. Bhuloka, our own kingdom people only. Sabhagata, in all that sabha seated, she saw. Bhubruteva susampraptan nagaran nagarantaram. Like the king with all his people have only shifted from one place to other, but the people are they only. Like that she felt. That Deshan, the whole place and arrangements were just like that were there in the Bhutakasha. Then Tat Samacharan, the Samachara which the people were presenting to King as she was listening, they were same like as she saw so many times when the king was alive. Tatha Taneva Balakan, when she gazed out of the palace through window somewhere, children, same children every day whom she used to see. है ना, ये मंत्री पुरोहित सब इनके बच्चे खेलते रहते होंगे. ता एव बालवनिताः, small girl children there in one group playing those girl related games whatever. तान एव च मंत्रिणः, all the mantris with the dress attire face expression everything is same. Then तान एव भूमिपालान, the variety of kings who were there as samanta or friends to that raja, same were there everywhere. तान एव च पंडितान, the variety of panditas, the jnanis, the gurus, same people were there. Taneva Narva Sachivan, very intelligent, matured mantris who had that far-sightedness to guide Raja every time, whether it's about the kingdom-related things, in terms of financial position, the prakritic calamities, the coming of hot summers, or any floods that will come, or any other king to attack. जो भी रहस्य जो राजा को पता होना चाहिए, सारे बताने वाले दीज मंत्रिणः नर्म सचिवान भृत्यान तानेवा, then every of the भृत्यास the servants, all of them were, she knows because such a long time she was there, वही लोग इधर थे। अथान अन्यान अपि पूर्वांश पंडितान सुहृदः तथा, then variety of the Panditas, Suhrudas, well-wishers, only she saw there. Then Vyavaharan Tata Anyansha, variety of the Vyavaharas that are going on as they were routine only. Then Pauran Anyan Tataivacha. So the Sabha is going on, the Raja Mantri is there to discuss, the all other people to execute also are there, the governmental officials. Other than that, the onlookers of that Sabha also are there, the general Paurajana. And I don't know now, there were the days where in the courts at least, the outer people are also with proper checking allowed to see cases that are going on. पार्लियामेंट में भी शायद कभी बाहरों को अलो करते थे होंगे with VVIP passes etc. So the general public also same Shisa. So see that, बापरे, that means in that infinite Paramatma Tattva by the Ishwar Maya and the Shakti of the Mana of the various people who have trained those manas with various yoga sadhanas, though they are kalpita, they can have such Shakti that they can project all this. Like the entire scientists of various fields in today's world, are they not inventing so many of the things? But from the absolute standpoint, these scientists, their intellects, their inventions, all of them are from the Adhisthana Drishtya Kalpitameva. Though they have Vyavaharika utility, though they have the perception to us, though they give us experience. Yet, two realities cannot be there. The Adhisthana is there as Sachidananda Brahma and this Jagat Avarupa Nama. Two cannot be real, only one of them have to be reality. Absolutely, that Brahman alone is real. Our problem is this only. If the whole world were not to be there, not to be experienced, easily will believe that nahi hai. But it is experienced so solidly, substantially, that is why we are not able to understand it to be mithya and reject it. Here is where the importance of all the yuktis, upamanas given by the gurus, and here is where is a test for our subtle intellects to ponder deeply, to understand from what standpoint they are telling that is Jagat, although giving experiences, that it is mithya. यही एक बड़ा challenge है. We take it up, we pursue. One day we'll also reach to that level of understanding, staying where the gurus were guiding us. So having seen all of that, what happened for the entire outer world too? Madhyahna kale divase ghanadava kula dishaha. In the daytime happened, the terrible heat of the sun was felt there by her. तो पूरा दिन शायद थी वो सभा में. In that loka, in that सूक्ष्म चिदाकाश में, चित्ताकाश में. So मध्याह्न काले दिवसे घन दावाकुला दिशा. Then night time, antariksham sachandrarkam sambodha pavanadhvanihi. So the whole night, the Surya, Chandra and Nakshatra she saw. Then sa ambodha pavanadhvanihi. From the clouds, the movement and the ocean, the winds flowing and giving all the sounds also. So ambodha means the clouds, pavanadhvani, the sound of the winds. Then mahiruha, the trees, forests. Then Nadi, Shaila, the variety of rivers and shilas. Then Pura, other small little towns. Pattanas, the urban areas. Manditam. Beyond this palace, all of that also she could visualize. Then Nana Nagara Vinyasa, variety of nagaras having their own variety of expressions. Jangala Grama Sankulam, variety of jungle with the forest, Grama, small little hamlets or whatever you say, they were also there. Then the Raja who was seated in the palace is Dvirashta Varsham Bhupal. He is not the old one who died. She is Dvirashta, 8 plus 8, 16 साल का Raja. Very young. Dvirashta Varsha Bhupalam. Then Praktanya Jarasa Ujjitam. There is no old age which was there, with which he died and the body is kept there. Praktanim Janatam Sarvam. The entire Janata, in short, is the same ones which were there in that Bhuloka Rajya. Samastan Gramavasina. Even the Gramavasi villages, they might have come with some requests or sometimes some complaints or wants. Or Raja Rani might have gone to attend some programs in the village. So Gramavasi and Mukhyas, they know the same people were there. Then Sa Tan Alokya, Sa Lalana. The woman, having seen all of them, Chinta Paravasavavat, she was extremely worried. What's the worry? Tasmin Nagaramastavyaha Kimte Sarve Mruta. My husband died that I know the king. Is it that all people I am seeing them, did they all also die? सब मर गए क्या अभी? किम ते सर्वे मृता इति. That was her worry. Then, by mother's grace, that Nirvikalpa Samadhi sthiti is over. So from that she entered into the body, woke up in that Sharira as that Rani. Punah Pragnapti Bodhena. When she again got this Pragnapti, got up, Praktana Antapurangata. She was in the same old Antapura bed where she was sitting for that Nirvikalpa Samadhi. She found herself to be there. Mind you, this is not Swapna. This is by mother's grace. She has gone into that loka, there she saw. Kshanena cha dadarsh atra sardharatre tatha evatan. In that midnight, in a moment's time, she saw, to begin with, all the servants, etc. of hers seat are sleeping next to her only. जो भी लोग थे अतः स उत्थापयामास निद्राक्रांतम सखीजन. All the Sakhijana which were akranta with nidra, she woke them up. She was started worried, anxious. क्या हुआ क्या हुआ? Because she has seen that. आह च अतीव में दुखम आस्थानम दियताम. मेरे को एक्सट्रीम दुख हो रहा है. आस्थानम दियताम. Let me go to that asthana, the sabha mandapa. Then bhartu simhasanasya asya parshve tishtami. Aham yadi. That next to the husband's simhasana, when I sit there, and then Pashya Sabhya Sanghatam, and I see all the other Sabhyas, ministers, and everybody, that Prajiva, then only there will be consolation to me, then I can afford to be alive. Nanyatha, नहीं तो मैं टेंशन से मरी जाऊंगी. कि did all of them die or are they alive? I want to see. हम midnight only. When she ordered them, उठाकर उनको डरते हुए मैं मर रही हूँ, मुझे सभा का ऑर्गेनाइज करो. I want to be next to that Raja in that Simhasana given to me. I said, I want to see all of them, whether they are there or not. Rato Rat. Naturally, she being queen, when she ordered, it has to be followed. So, Sa Raja Parivaraha Atha Taya iti ukte. These all Raja Parivara, Paricharikas, etc. as were ordered by the her Yathakramam, as was told where एक को जगाते हुए आसीद विनिद्रह सर्वः. Every one of them in the parents gave up that nidra and got up. Some vyagraha became extremely busy. Sarvasva karmani, in doing all the karmas that are to be done to make the sabha ready. Because Raja died, so all of them are in that morning, so nothing was prepared. अब Raja Sabha में तैयारियां मतलब when the parliament session has to happen or any of the programs, meetings have to happen. From 5 days before only arrangements are done depending on size of the meeting. अब यहाँ she wants to have the Rajya Sabha full-fledged. Some emergency times, a war time, तुरंत रातों रात ही पूरा MPs को बुलाया जाता है मीटिंग. है ना? What they are going to do, we don't know after this recent attack in that Delhi. अभी पता चला कि नहीं, what are the routes, what are the action the government is going to take. We don't know many times, is it appropriate to attack them or again target only terrorists or give them the taste of some their casualties also, so that they will feel the pain and at least they start thinking. Otherwise they take us for granted. Big thinking, so they must be thinking all that. जो होना है देखते रहो, बड़े लोग हैं, प्रभु है. Now Sabha is called. I'm just giving an extended example there. कि Asin Vinigraha Samvyagraha Sarvaha Sarvasya Karmani. Then Pauran Sabhyan Samanetum. The general public and all the ministers to call them Yayur Yashtika Panktayaha. All the Dandadhari soldiers, they went, knocked the door, and Rani wants to have meeting. करके सबको जगाने के लिए. There's no group SMSs or WhatsApps or all these calls, no. Physically तो जाना पड़ता है. So all of them went. Then Vyavaharam Kalayitum Uryam Arkakara. So to do all the Vyavahara also, like the sun rises when things are set in motion, so all of them also started getting up and doing the things what are to be done. Then Asthana Bhumim Bhrutyahacha Marjayamasura Adruta. The entire Sabhasthana Bhumi, all the servants, they wiped it, they cleaned it, they made it with full of whatever the decorations, flower, rangoli, jo bhi karna hai, they made it ready. Pravrut Payodamallam Kham Sharadvasara Iva. Like the Pravrut Rutu, the whole Bhumi becomes spoiled. Sharad Rutu comes, then everything becomes neat and clean. In that way, they got up, started making the Sabha Mandapa neat and clean. Then Anganam Prati Deepaughaha Tastuhu Pitatamom Bhasaha. So, in the whole palace, the Deepa standing in the Stambha. पोल्स में वो दिया लगाकर उसमें तेल बत्ती लगा के जलाते थे. सो आश्चर्य दर्शना एव संप्राप्ता रुक्ष पंक्तयः. So they all are like the rukshas, means the sequence of the tarakas on the sky, because that was still night time only. They were all blazing. Means they have cleaned, they made the lamps also ready. That's the meaning. Then Janataha Purayamasuhu Purair Ajira Bhumikaha. Dire dire one by one getting into that sabha and filling that place. So, Abdin Pralaya Samshushkan Pura Sarga Vivambasa. So, in Pralaya Kalame, the entire Prithvi when becomes Shoshita, again when the Samudra Jala comes, slowly when the things are filled with water, in this way, people started dheere dheere coming into that sabha. Ajagur Mantri Samantaha. The Mantri, Samanta kings, they also came. Swam Sthanam Aninditaha, in their well dressed and attire as they have to be always, came and their allotted places to each one of them. They assembled there. Then it was like Trailokya Punarutpanne Lokapala Yatha Dishaha. Like the three lokas when they become dissolved, and again when they become Utpanna, and then by Brahmadeva Sankalpa, as the Lokapadas are again created and occupy their respective places. In this way, the variety of the Mantri, Brahmana, Purohita, एक एक आकर जगह को ऑक्युपाई कर रहे थे in that sabha. Then Vaura Akirana Karpura Sandravashyaya Shitalaha Utfalla Kusmodvanta Mamsalamodita Anilaha. Then Karpura and then Chandana again was being lit. That's being a night time, the Shitala Vayu was coming, and while coming, Utfulla Kusuma Udvanta. That time night ka raat ki rani jo bhi phool to khilte hain, bringing that fragrance. The wind was blowing, and then because of the Karpura and Dhupa, that smell also has filled the whole place, giving that lively atmosphere. आप भी घर में हर दिन अगरबत्ती जला के देखो, अलग फ्रेग्रेंस होता है. These all you know, therefore I generally don't recommend all. मतलब don't discuss, but those very essential. We talk about Upanishad Vedanta. अब ये सब में कहते जाओ तो then anyway others are doing, you know it. So, but the description में the whole place filled with the agar sugandha as well as the wind bringing the smell of the beautiful flowers. Then what happened? Pariyanteshu pratiharaha tastur dhavalavasasaha rushamurkarka tapartha meghamala iva adrishu. है ना, like the heavy sunlight it has heated up the whole place. Then from the parvatas, the meghamalas are coming as if to give the coolness. In the dwaras, the dwarapalakas and the people ready to obey the orders were standing in their white dress, unka safed. So dhavala vasasaha pratiharaha. प्रतिहारा मीन्स द सर्वेंट्स भृत्यास, जो जो भी काम कहते हैं करते हैं वो सब वहां तैयार. देन प्रभापीत तमः पुंजाः पेतुः पुष्कोत्करा भुवि चंडमारुतग्धस्ताः तारका निकरा इव. So the whole place is again decorated with the flowers flowers, bright, brilliant, as if illuminating the place, like when the wind blew, the tarakas, the stars, fell from the sky onto the earth to give the light. तो ऐसे पुष्पों का वहां कांति, it was seen. Okay, in this way, Asthanam Purayamasur Mahipala Anuyayinaha. So all the Anuyayis, followers of her husband, the Raja, they all have filled the place everywhere. बस सिर्फ राजा का ही स्थान वहां खाली था. उत्फुल्ल कमलोत्कीर्णम हमसा एव सरोवरम, that there is a sarovara full of the lotuses as the hamsas come. And a sarovara with full lotuses, hamsa enjoy to be there. In the same way, if we see this Savasthali is filled up, then the Raja Anuya is also slowly came and took their places there. Then Simhasana Samipasthe, near to the Raja Simhasana, Haimachitra Asane Nave, a fresh, newly made the golden asana is there. Upavishad Asau Leela, Leela Iva Smarachetasi. You know, she sat there, this Leela, with her mind with excitement and Ashcharya. Because she has seen that world, these all people were there. She thought they all died or alive. She wanted to ensure. In the meantime, she must be गिनती कर रही होगी. उधर देखा, इधर है क्या, इधर अभी कोई आया नहीं तो मतलब वो मर गया होगा. आ गया तो अरे ये मरा नहीं जिंदा. You can imagine all that story. All these descriptions are not given. So, whomever she used to see every day here, she saw all of them there. Then she thought they all died. That's why she called Sabha to see. When the Sabha organized, all of them came. She saw every one of them are there. She's relaxed. So, Simhasana Samipaste Haima Chitrasane Nave Upavishadaso Leela Leela Iva Smarachetasi Dadarshatan Drupan Sarvan Purvanyava Yathastita. So, she saw all the kings as they used to sit every day, the Samanta, etc. Sare baite हुए थे. Not only them, Guru, all the gurus, Aryan, the respected elderly people, Sakhin, the Mitra Mandali, the Sabhyan, the other members of the council, etc. Surut, the well-wishers, Sambandhi, the relatives, Bandhavas, the blood relations, whoever are there, Mantrigana, all of them. So this looks like Arjuna, no? Acharya, Pitra Putra, Tataya Pitamaha, Matula, Shusra, Bautra, Shala, Sambandhinastadaha. है ना तत्रा पश्यसितान पार्थ पितृनाथ पितामहान आचार्यान मातुलान भ्रातॄन पुत्रान पौत्रान सखीन सदा ससुरान सोदाश्चैव सहिनेर उभयोरमपि. जैसे गीता फर्स्ट चैप्टर में what Arjuna sees is described now. So she sees every one of them. So Nupan Sarvan, Gurun, Aryan, Sakhin, Sabhyan, Suhrut, Sambandhi, Bandhavan. तो सकलमेव हि पूर्वदेव सा समवलोक्य. Every setup as it was there earlier, she saw all of them as they were seated. Mudam paramam yayau. She was extremely happy in the sense, other than that misery that husband is not there. But unka bhi mata ne assurance diya ki he'll come back. So these all were seated. She was comforted. Then Rupati Rashtra Janam Khalu Jivana Abhyutaya cha Bhavau Shashivastriya. So seeing all of those people, so they are all alive, seeing that she was comforted and found the meaning for her to live as if because they were all alive. So in this way, this that Rajasabha Varnanam, the Chittakash and then Bhutakash they were there. So no, this real or that real? From this that came or from that this came? This is the whole charcha. In Mandukya Upanishad, same is the discussion, but the difference is instead of that, yes, that chitta, what do you call, Akashastha Jagat, in Mandukya Upanishad, the Swapna Jagat is taken into discussion. So, ये सत्य है कि वो सत्य है, वो कारण है कि ये कारण है, इससे वो आया कि उससे ये आया. These are all discussion. Finally, what's found is both are Maya Kalpita, Mano Kalpita. Whatever is seen in and through them, at every point of it, the Adhishtanam Brahman alone is there. Like whatever the part of the pot we see nothing but the Adhishtanam mud only. If everywhere mud alone is there, where is pot? That's Maya. If everywhere mud alone is there in the pot, नीचे भी, ऊपर भी, बाएं भी, दाएं भी, अंदर भी, बाहर भी, everything is mud, isn't it? If that's mud, where is pot? In its own absence. Its own in our mouth, the word is there, and in that kalpita shape, the form is there. That's it. Mud without changing itself from mud, just a potness is projected there. Those who see reality, the mud, they know the pot is kalpita, they play with the pot, they use it for the purpose, still they know it's not real. That's called Vedanta. A Vedanta is Jivar Mukta. Like us only, he does Vyavahara in this world, but the two differences between him and us are, he sees all of that as Mithya, which we take it as real, and we don't see the reality, they see that reality too, as their own self. For them, the whole world is like knowing that it is Mithya, going through the Swapna. When I go through Swapna, knowing that it is Mithya, how it looks like. When I have Swapna, generally I take it as real, in your and my case. But imagine a case wherein I know Swapna is Mithya and still I am going through, or I know the cinema is Mithya, still I see and go through all the emotions of the movie. I know it's Mithya, it's all action, everything is, a TV screen में इतना बड़ा बड़ा कहाँ होता है. But फिर भी I see this tragic scene and I feel that, comedy scene I feel that. I am experiencing it. I am seeing it, I am experiencing it, it doesn't affect me because then it's not real, projected. So to the Jivan Muktas, behave like us only. उनको भी हाथ जलता है उंगली अगर उसमें लगाए तो फायर में, मिठाई दे दो उनको वो भी मीठा लगता है. All that like us only. But the difference is they know it's not real and they also know the reality. So in this way, this chapter 17, इतिहासे श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकि उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने संदेह राष्ट्र वर्णन नाम सप्तदश सर्गा. In the 17th sarga, in this way, the Sandeha Rashtra Varnana. So that original earlier Rashtra, then Chittagasa Rashtra, then again she has a Sandeha, whether they are all there or not, she called them, even the description is given. Now the discussion will be there, which is real. आ गया बाद में 2-3 सर्ग के बाद. Then what happened now? Will she have long exhaustive meeting? Some discussion, some thoda, as the meeting is called in a formality, she says. Then she also tells them for this reason I have called you. Then she disperses. Then she wants to know which is real, that or this. Then who can answer it? Mother only. Then the mother is invoked. Luckily, mother comes to her whenever she invokes. Then there is some mother between both of them. That's how the next two sargas. Now, today we'll make the parayana of the 18th sarga. Then study we'll do it tomorrow. लेकिन स्टार्ट करें. ओम अथ श्री योग ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास वामदेव नारदादि श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्राणाम आचार्येभ्यो नमः. श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम जगद्भ्रांति प्रतिपादन नाम अष्टादश सर्गः. ओके. सकल जगद्भ्रांति प्रतिपादनम नाम अष्टादश सर्गस्य पारायणम. जस्ट चैंट इट. ओम श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. ओम इत्थं विनोदयामीदं दुःखदं चित्तमित्यलं बोधयित्वेङ्गितैर्भूपान् आस्थानादुत्थिताथसा प्रविश्यान्तः पुरं भर्तुः पार्श्वेऽन्तः पुरमण्डपे विवेश पुष्पगुप्तस्य चिन्तयामास चेतसा. अहो विचित्रा मायेयं एते स्मत्पुरमानवाः बहिरन्तरवद्देशे तत्र चेह च संस्थिताः तालीतमालहिंताल मालिता गिरयोऽप्यमे यथा तत्र तथेहापि बत मायेयमातता आदर्शेऽन्तर्बहिश्चैव यथा शैलोऽनुभूयते बहिरन्तश्चिदादर्शे तथा सर्गोऽनुभूयते तत्र भ्रान्तिमयः सर्गः कः स्यात् कः पारमार्थिकः इति पृच्छामि वागीशाम् अभ्यर्च्योक्तमसंशयम्. इति निश्चित्य तां देवीं पूजयामास सा तदा ददर्श च पुरः प्राप्तां कुमारी रूपधारिणीं भद्रासनगतां देवीम् उपविश्य पुरोगता परमार्थमहाशक्तिं लीला पृच्छद्भुवि स्थिता। लीलोवाच अनुकम्प्यस्य नो देवी भजन्त्युद्वेगमुत्त भजन्त्युद्वेगमुत्तमाः त्वयि एवं किल सर्गादौ स्थापिता स्थितिरुत्तमा। तदिदं यत्पुरः प्रह्वा पृच्छामि परमेश्वरी तद्ब्रूहि त्वत्कृतो नूनं सफलो मे स्त्वनुग्रहः। अस्यादर्शो जगन्नाम्नः खादप्यधिकनिर्मलः यस्य योजनकोटीनां कोटयो वयवो मनाक् निस्सन्धितवचो ज्योतिर्घनो मृदु सुशीतलः आवेत्य चिदितिख्यातः नाम्ना निर्भित्तिरग्रतः दिक्कालकलनाकाश प्रकाशनियतिक्रमाः यत्रे मे प्रतिबिम्बन्ति परां परिणतिं गताः त्रिजगत्प्रतिबिम्बश्रीर बहिरन्तश्च संस्थिता तत्र वै कृत्रिमा का स्यात् कासौ वा स्यादकृत्रिमा। श्रीदेवी उवाच अकृत्रिमत्वं सर्गस्य कीदृशं वद सुन्दरी कीदृशं कृत्रिमत्वं स्यात् यथावत् कथयेति मे। लीलोवाच यथाहमिह तिष्ठामि त्वं च देवी स्थिताम्बिके असौ अकृत्रिमः सर्गः इति देवेशि वेद्म्यहं यत्राधुना सवर्तामे स्थितः सर्गः सकृत्रिमः अहं मन्येतः शून्यः देशकालाद्यपूरकः। श्रीदेवी उवाच कृत्रिमो अकृत्रिमात् सर्गात् न कदाचन जायते नहि कारणतः कार्यम् उदेत्य सदृशं क्वचित्। लीलोवाच दृश्यते कारणात् कार्यं सुविलक्षणमम्बिके अहं वा दातुमशक्तामृत घटस्तज्जस्तदास्पदम्। श्रीदेवी उवाच सम्पद्यते हि तत्कार्यं कारणैः सहकारिभिः मुख्यकारणवैचित्र्यं किञ्चित् तत्रावलोक्यते वद तद्भर्तृ सर्गस्य किं पृथ्व्यादिषु कारणं तद्भूमण्डलतो भूतिर्जाता तत्र वरानने गतं चेदिति उड्डीय कुतः स्यादिह भूतलं सहकारीणि कानीव कारणान्यत्र कारणे कारणानाम् अभावेऽपि योदेति सहकारिता तत्पूर्वकारणान्नान्यत् सर्वेणेत्यनुभूयते। लीलोवाच स्मृतिः सा देवी मद्भर्तुः तथा स्फारत्वमागता स्मृतिस्तत्कारणं वेद्मि सर्गोऽयमिति निश्चयः। श्रीदेवी उवाच स्मृतिराकाशरूपा च यथा तज्जस्तथैव ते भर्तुः सर्गोऽनुभूतोऽपि स व्योमैव तथा बले। लीलोवाच श्रुत्याकाशमयः सर्गः यथा भर्तुर्ममोदितः तथैवेहमहं मन्ये न सर्गोऽत्र निदर्शनम्। श्रीदेवी उवाच एवमेतद् असत् सर्गः भर्तुस्तैर्भाति भासुरः तथैवायमिहा भाति पश्याम्येतदहं नुते सुते। लीलोवाच यथा पत्युरमूर्तोऽस्मात् सर्गात् सर्गो भ्रमात्मकः जातस्तथा कथय मे जगद्भ्रमनिवृत्तये। श्रीदेवी उवाच प्राक्स्मृतेर्भ्रान्तिमात्रात्मा सर्गोऽयमुदितो यथा स्वप्नभ्रमात्मको भाति तथेदं कथ्यते शृणु। अस्ति क्वचित् चिदाकाशे क्वचित् संसारमण्डपः आकाशकाचलवत् संस्थान् आच्छादिता आकाशकाचलवत् संस्थानाच्छादिताकृतिः मेरुस्तम्भस्थलोकेश पुरन्ध्रीशालभञ्जिकः चतुर्दशावपवरकः त्रिगर्तो भानुदीपिकः दीपकः कोणस्थभूतवल्मीक व्याप्तपर्वतलोष्टकः अनेकपुत्रजरठ प्रजेशब्राह्मणास्पदम् जीवौघकोशकाराढ्यो व्योमोर्ध्वतलकालिमा नभो निवाससिद्धौघम् वशकाहितमुघुङ्घुमः वयोदगृहधूमोग्र जालावलितकोणकः वातमार्गमहावंश सितवैमानकीटकः सुरासुरादिदुर्बाल लीलाकलकलाकुलः लोकान्तरपुरग्राम भाण्डोपस्करनिर्भरः सरस्रोतोऽब्धिसरसी जलोक्षितमहीतलः पातालभूतलस्वर्ग भागभासुरकोठरः तत्र कस्मिन् शिदे कस्मिन् कोणेश्वम्बर कोटरे शैललोष्टतले श्वेको गिरिग्रामक गिरिग्रामक गर्तकः तस्मिन्नदी शैलवनोपगूढे साग्निस्सदारः सुतवानरोगः गोक्षीरवान् राज भयाद्विमुक्तः सर्वातिथिर्धर्मपरो द्विजोऽभूत् इति आर्षे वासिष्ठमहारामायणे वाल्मीकिये उत्पत्तिप्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने सकलजगत् भ्रान्ति प्रतिपादनं नाम अष्टादश सर्गः. So in that mutual discussion, luckily for those who have attended Mandukya, and it's going on in Telugu, some people are attending. For them, this topic is so beautiful. Exactly what we are studying in the recent 1 month. Same topic is said here through the Katha. So finally, Leela understands that that Jagat which she saw her husband and all was, she thought that is Akrutrima and this is Krutrima. Sorry, that's Krutrima, projected imaginary, this is Akrutrima real. Then through the discussion, she realizes that even this also Krutrima, not real. Then she asks Mother how this Jagat is projected. Then Mother explains in the last 10-15 slokas the Kalpita whole Jagat in that Chidakasha. Chidakasha mein Mat Shakti ke Karana, in this way the entire thing is Kalpita. Then in that she says about the presence of a Brahmana, well versed, etc. Then he sees the king with all paraphernalia. Though is a Brahmana, suddenly gets a thought, yaar, maybe unki tarah sare bhog bhag bhogu. Okay, then she says, Mother Saraswati to Leela, that Brahmana alone is your husband and you are his wife. And that story it continues that way, only to tell us that in the absolute Brahman, nothing is there, but in the Kalpita Jagat, the Karana Karyata is there. Both Karana Karya, both also are Kalpita. But still, they appear, exist till the Brahman, the substratum, is not realized or realized. See, thank God to our study of Upanishad last 4 years every day, that the intellect is able to at least patiently listen and try to ponder over what is said. If not 100%, at least 1%, 2%, slowly the understanding is entering. In this way, with the same commitment prayers, we continue studying the Shastras and do the Vicharana also, the understanding becomes more subtler, more vaster, more truer. That's how we, through the Shastra Dhenam, which is very authentic because Shastras are given to us by the realized saints, it will be easier for us to grasp the subject. Other than this, Shastra, which is systematically explained to us with a lot of examples, stories, who will else tell us? All others are in that Bhranti that the Jagat alone is Satya. Very few are there who have realized, but they have no words to explain. They were those who are Shrotriya Brahmanishta, they alone can explain to us through this Purana Ityasa. Okay? Now in this mantra which we have done the Parayanam, Narayana Hari, Narayana Hari. Okay. Shlilopakyane Jagat Bhranti Pradipadanam Nama Ashtadasha Sargaha. Sri Vasishta Uvacha. Vasishta ji continues. Ittam, in this way, Vinodayami idam dukkhadam chittam iti. I am so much was miserable, lonely, with the husband died. To make myself relaxed only, I called you all for this meeting. I am happy seeing you all. Little bit consolation I got. Naturally, they all have no objection for that. They all know Rani for such a long time. She used to love them, take care of them. Now she's in their dukkha, husband's died. So they never minded. So she told to them, he just to have that Vinoda. Here's not Vinoda, it's not entertainment, but just to find myself relaxed. I'm tensed up, therefore I called you. But the other secret she did not tell. The entire thing that कि मुझे उस निर्विकल्प समाधि लगी है, मैं वहां गई हूँ. So there I saw you all were there. I was afraid that you all also died. So just to ensure that you are alive or what not, what I called you. Yes, सब नहीं बताया because it's not required. It's very personal, na? It's her own wisdom. Therefore, just for my vinoda, for my relaxation, I invited you all to see that all are there, so that I am consoled. I'll find some. You see, ये सारे डिटेल नहीं दिया है वशिष्ठ जी. You and I being little bit common sense तो होगा. So you can have, like today you have seen in that Shata Jayanti of that great saint Sai Baba. What a wonderful smooth flow of 2 hours program. Every moment, all of that today. First time I don't see such पूरा shortcut देखते हैं पूरा देखा. Nicely that was developed. Nice, है ना? Those two people, one from sports, another from cinema, how beautifully they spoke, touching the heart. The other people anyway, the regular speakers, उनको जो लिख कर कहना है तो कहना ही होता है, but that was really good, very elating. So here also all the formalities must have been done. She must have asked all of them and all, कैसे हो आप सब लोग? Then toward the end she must have said, yes, I just called you to find myself in that peace because I was really missing the Raja. In your presence, I would be assured like that. Then the Mantri Gana bhi kahe honge. Rani, we are all there. You'll be taking care of the kingdom, etc. All of the details are not required because the subject is to teach Vedanta. ये सारे कहानी कहना नहीं ना, इसलिए वो सब डिटेल्स नहीं दिए. दिस मच इज सेड कि इत्थम विनोदयामि इदम दुःखदम चित्तम इति. My chitta is dukha yukta. Just to give some title, I called you all. Alam bodhaitva ingitaihi. With all this subtlety, not making them know all these things, उनको explain करके भूपान आस्थाना उत्थितात सा. So she, as if, taking the responsibility of the kingdom. Then she also assuring them, let's continue taking care of the kingdom. Raja is not there, but still we'll see what will happen in the future. But right now, though, we'll have to manage the whole thing. All of you, whatever the responsibilities given by the king, please continue them. Like Apad Dharma, Mukhyamantri or Pradhana Mantri, how they address the cabinet meeting, in that way. इत्थं विनोदयामीदं दुःखदं चित्तम् इति अलं बोधयित्वा इंगितैः भूपान् आस्थानात् उत्थिताथ सा. So she got up from there and she went. So the whole sabha at that midnight, करते करते सुबह 3-4 बज गया होगा. So she told all of them, for this reason I invited you. The main reason she did not tell, but these things they said. Now I am consoled, thank you. आप लोगों को बुलाया मैं. Sorry, now जाके आप सो जाइए. इस तरह she might have spoken. This is what happened. So the meeting called, meeting is being minimum to be done, adjourned, all that's over. Then what happened to her? Pravishyantapuram bhartuhu parshventapura mandape. So she entered the Antapura from the Sabha Mandapa, went near to that husband's that Parthiva Sharira. There she went. Vivesha Pushpa Guptasya. That body of the Raja, which was covered with all the flowers. There she went. Chintayamasa Chetasa. That she want to assure he also is there, body or not. Body to hai wahan. Then Chintayamasa Chetasa with all that alertness. In that early morning, 3 baje, 2 baje, she started thinking. What is that? Aho Vichitra Maya Yam. Ete Asmat Pura Manavaha. This is a Vichitra Maya. These people are here also, and the same people are there also. अंतर्वत देशे तत्र च इह च संस्थिताः. सेम पीपल इन टू प्लेसेस. कोई बंदा अंदर भी है बाहर भी है. कितना आश्चर्य होता है. So these are all seated there. I have assured them, ensured I have seen them, and they are found there also. Guru. So aho vichitra maya yam ete asmat pramanavaha bahi antarvat deshe tatra cha iha cha samstitaha. Same people as inside and outside. They are here also. They are there also. Tali, Tamala, Intala, Malita, Giraya Happy Ami. Variety of the trees and the trees with all the mountains. That means the whole entire kingdom, as was this is here. Same thing is there also. Yatha Tatra Tatra Tatha Iha Api. Bata Mayaya Yam Atata. It's in such a confusing state to me. As they are here, I have found them there also. I found them there, I am finding them here also. आदर्शे अंतः बहिश्चैव Yatha Shailaha Anubhuyat. There's a mirror kept. So inside the mirror also there is the Shila, the Parvata, Nagara, Vishwam Darpana Dushamanagri. Outside also the mountain is there. So Vahirantah Chidadarshi Tata Sarga Anubhuyate. So the whole creation is being seen, the inside also, the outside also. Tatra Bhrantimaya Sarga Kah Syat. Among these two creations or the worlds, which is the Bhrantimaya? Kaha Paramarthikaha, and which is the real? Iti Pruchami Vagisham. Abhyarchya Uktam Asamshayam. So, I will ask the answer to this question to the Vagishwari. Mother Saraswati only inviting her and doing her Abhyarchana, requestfully I will ask her to clarify this doubt to me, ki which is real, this one or that one. So, iti nishchityatam devim pujaya masasa tada. Subha she did the puja to that Devi. Tadarshasha purapraptam. The mother, as she gave the moon to her, and the first upasana only, she came and gave darshana. This time, Kumari Rupa Dharini. She came in the Kumari Rupa. A Kumari ka Rupa. Child, little elderly. Kumari Rupa mein aayi hai, unmarried Kumari Rupa. Then Bhadrasana Gatam. So, when mother came, she gave us a wonderful asana to sit. Mother sat there. Devi Upavishya Purogata. In front of mother, she sat on the ground. Then Paramartha Mahashaktim Leela Apruchat Bhuvistita. तो भूमि पे बैठकर वो परमार्थ महाशक्तिम the supreme power mother Saraswati ko she asked. Then there happens the prashnottari between them about which is real, which is unreal. Both are found to be unreal. Then she asks the description about the entire Jagat. Then the mother in that Siddhakasha only with that Ananta Maya Shakti, in this way, the whole things are only Kalpita. Bas. Meditate on that till the Kalpita is taken, understood as Kalpita. Then ask for the substratum, go for the substratum in your own heart. Because the Kalpita has to have a substratum behind. Right, friends? This is how the subsequent thing we'll see tomorrow. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai Jai Vaashishtha Bhagavan ki Jai Saraswati Mata ki Jai. So we have done today. First time in last how many days we are having the classes? 468 days ho gaya hamara. In the 468 days, I think first time in one day we have covered more than 20 shlokas. हाँ कभी कभी हो जाता है. You know how many shlokas we have done today? 24 plus 8, 32 shlokas. इस तरह से हर दिन 32 करते हैं तो 1000 दिन में हो जाता है. Because 32,000. But that will not be like that. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now assemble in 5 minutes for our next text in Hindi. Yoga Taravali. 1 or 2 mantras. That also we'll study. Just be in this company of trying to study Shastra, friends. If you don't like it, go to other place where better speaking, better explanations going on. But the humble request is, don't spare yourself from not listening to Tattva Shastras and Tattva. I believe personally for myself that alone protects by giving us the goal and means. And following that means, while reaching to the goal, we find fulfillment in our living. And really, when the goal is reached, the life is fulfilled. Thank you.